your top 5 drummers. If it's top 6 or top 10, it's also fine.
You know, this is the hardest question.
I know it's the hardest one because it should be top 100. I know.
Exactly. I mean, all-time top 5 or
right now?
Yeah.
Well, maybe do both. Why not?
Well, all-time is easy. It's Billy Cobham, it's Vinnie Colaiuta, Terry Bozzio, Kirk Covington, Dennis Chambers, Gary Novak, Steve Gadd, of course, Keith Garlock. I love Keith a lot.
Any reasons why it's those guys?
Well, I mean, Billy, can you imagine coming out with that drumming in 1971, you know, a black dude in a white band playing
He was born in 71. I was born a year later. You were born a few years later. It's hard to imagine.
Yeah,
that must have been an earthquake, basically.
I mean, you know, two kick drum set, 3 floor toms, open-handed, unlimited power, and fast and furiousity and everything, and odd times, and like a train, you know? Yeah. It was just something different. I read an article, an interview actually with Klaus Hessler years ago, and he said when Billy came out, he kind of blocked the drummer world for a while. People couldn't handle it, you know, because it was just way ahead of anything else, you know.
True,
including everything, including the sound, including the speed. No one played that fast. I mean, Budderich was fast drummer, but in a totally different way. In a totally different way. I mean, you know, that super punchy single stroke what Billy had is just unbelievable. Vinnie, another special UFO from another planet. I mean, everybody know Vinnie. I mean,
true.
Dennis, you know, for me, Dennis is a groove maker. Besides how much I love his solos, for me, he's one of the best band member. You know, if I could make a funk, jazz, fusion, rock band, then I'd definitely call Dennis. You know, just to be relaxed, laid back, not overplaying. You know,
and you'd be on bass, I imagine.
Maybe, good idea actually. Let me call him. Kirk Covington, drummer from Tribal Tech. You know, he's just different from anybody else. I mean,
also that fusion generation, right, Kirk?
Yeah. He's the Vinnie generation actually. Vinnie Dave Wackel generation. Came out with the weirdest drumming ever. Super extremely colorful and musical. You know, he's the guy who's always changing sticks while he's playing in one song. You know, from brushes, chopsticks, whatever, you know. He's always really into it. He's so special, you know. I remember when there was they played with Scott Henderson somewhere, and there was the end of the song, and you know the going crazy. Bravo! That was the final. Instead of this one, he just chucked the cymbal in the middle. Who else? Gary Novak. For me, Gary Novak and Keith Garlock also, they are like the last real drummer generation after Vinnie and after Wackel, you know, born in the late 60s and still pioneers and still changed the world. I mean, when Novak came out with the Chick Corea Electric Band 2 album, it was just something different. I mean, you know, bringing back the full-headed 18-inch drum, low-tuned kick sound. We still had the punch, you know, playing double pedal. It was something. And Keith also this super, you know, kind of second line New Orleans vibe, super New York, playing was just something different.
Yeah.
I love those guys so much. And Steve Gadd, I have no words about Steve Gadd. Everybody knows Steve Gadd. We all love Steve Gadd.
True. So what about these days, top 5 these days?
These days, I mean, Louis Cole, definitely Louis Cole. Besides how much I love and admire him as a composer, I so much love his playing. It's just weird as heck. You know, and the whole conception, you know, recording drums with 1 or 2 microphones in his bathroom or somewhere, you know, in the house. And the playing is like, you know, you can not really decide, okay, it's a sample or it's a, you know, it's a groove or loop from a dove or it's him. I love it. Such a great conception. Besides, he has serious technical ability. Yeah. Who else? Ronald Brown Jr. Always and forever. Chris Coleman, of course, one of the most cleanest, precise guy I ever saw. Besides how funny he is, with an endless power.
Yeah.
Moritz Müller, my secret favorite, from Germany, with a super, all these, quintuplets. He started to play a decade ago or almost 2 decades ago. I felt like sometimes I felt like he came out with the conception. Matthew Garska came out later,
Okay.
Actually, Matthew Garska, another one. Yeah, incredible.